Somebody said they didn't mind the sound of the background, so... You might not hear it. I hear it. My hearing's too good. Oh my god. Help! It's not bad actually. Meditate to it actually. Okay, here we go then. Are you ready for it? Let's talk about parasites. Yummy. Oh, if you don't know who I am, you probably don't want to. Oh, why did I even get to know this guy? He's driving me insane. Yeah, you're right, I am. Sorry guys, I've got 2 ex-wives to prove it. Just stop and start again. Hi, welcome to Mark Bajerski YouTube channel. Today we're discussing something extremely serious, which is called, you know when your stomach bloats after you've eaten? Parasites! You know when you feel really down, you don't know why? Parasites! You know, sometimes on a full moon you feel dreadful and drained. Parasites! Oh, hey, the list goes on. It just goes on and on and on and on. And when you realize that the FDA and all of those medical industries never talk about this subject, there's a reason for it. It's the biggest trick in the book, especially with the medical industry. They don't want you to know what the cause is. What, I mean, come on. If you fix the cause, then the business is gone, right? One healthy client is one client lost. Think about it. So, yeah, it's an interesting subject, one which I've been fascinated with. However, when I first started this journey and I was at one of these lectures, one guy talked about parasites, and at that point I was too busy in my world of psychic. So I was more interested in psychic attunement, how to connect, and it's a process. I've been through that process now, so I know how to connect, I know how to heal. I've spent thousands and thousands of hours doing all of that work, so now it moves on to the next stage. Understanding stages of awareness and spirituality is one which is very unique to you, and I believe the reason for that is because you've learned much of the things that you're not interested in per se, or there is a possibility that you have to go through a process. So it's all kind of mapped out, so to speak. If you believe that, if you don't, then it's just coincidence. So I'm sat there listening to this guy talking about parasites. What time's he finished? Parasites. Who gives a damn about parasites? But actually, he was right, and it was there, and I never saw it, and I just didn't listen, and I should have done. Well, I'm here now. I learned a lot about parasites over the years, and I knew they were probably one of the greatest causes of illness, sickness, and spiritual lack of spirituality, depression, anger, frustration. A lot of things are basically not our fault per se, even though I can't say it isn't. And you can't, you know, if a guy hits a woman, you can't say it's not your fault, it's parasites, but there is something in it. There really is. And this is something that we all need to be aware of, but nobody really talks about it. Dr. Sebi talked about it. The Don Tolman talks about it. And yeah, I kind of sit up and take notice now. So it was inevitable after the sacred tea that I have to make a tea, which is for parasites. And this tea is going to be, first of all, I want to stress that this is, you know, let food be thy medicine, let medicine be thy food. You understand that saying, right? Well, imagine if I was to say to you that herbs are, let's say, let herbs be thy spiritual medicine. Let spiritual medicine be thy herbs. Would be very close to my understanding what herbs are now. And what are herbs? Mother Earth's plants, roots, you know, flowers. All of this is it's all there. It's all there. It's all there. And it's very, very interesting. I love it. So where do we start? Parasites. Do we want to go into detail? I actually think let's just talk about what I've created. I've been doing some studying over the past months, and it's basically the spleen, the tummy area is extremely important, but so is the brain. And if you think about it, you've got two brains. If you took your stomach out, it looks very similar to the brain. So both of these places need to be cleansed and cleared and detoxified. And if there is parasites within you, which there is, and there isn't one path we can walk down which will have all the answers. There's lots of little snippets, side paths all the time with parasites. And the reason why that is because there are literally, I believe, hundreds of thousands of parasites in all of us. And they come in many shapes and forms. And one particular flower that caught my attention was false yellowhead. And I've been doing some research, and I'm really working hard to try and find where I can buy this from by bulk. And obviously it's got to be somebody who's reputable, somebody who's organic, somebody who doesn't deal with pesticides, and it's got to be all done natural and done properly. But at this moment, I wanted to fully focus on one of the strongest herbs, plants, leaves, flowers in the world that actually kill parasites in the body. And I finally got it. I studied and looked at it, and I realized, yeah, you know, there is something beautiful. So I created a tea, but within that tea, I wanted also sage. And the reason why is because when you burn sage around you, it cleanses and clears you. It makes you feel great. When I did some research about this mixture of two herbs in here, mugwort is basically related, or sometimes I'm still a bit unsure about this as my study and research goes, but it is closely related to many types of plants and flowers and what have you. So wormwood is another word for this, but apparently it's when you go into detail, they're slightly different from the same family. But what was most interesting to me after the hours and hours of research I was doing was when acupuncturists finish on the points, they normally get this and burn it over the top, and that's just like sage, and it has this great effect. The smoke has great effect in cleansing and clearing. So with sage, when you cleanse your body from the outside with the smoke, imagine when you drink it what it does to the inside. It's cleansing and clearing. So bind these two together, which I have done, and I've been drinking, and I've noticed a huge difference in my eating. So my eating pattern's changed. I've noticed that I'm not running into the kitchen looking for something, because that is an addiction. And that, in my opinion, is not only the rabbit run instinct, but it's quite possibly the hive speaking to the host, saying, feed us sweets, feed us chocolate. If you can eliminate the hive, these little creatures inside your body, you're going to be far more healthier, because you won't feel the craving. And this is my own humble opinion. I believe the craving isn't you. I believe the craving is because of the hive mind of these quite ingenious, powerful, clever, super intelligent and psychic parasites that I don't think many people study. So when you try and kill a parasite in your body, this is the known factual evidence that the rest of the hive know exactly what's happening, and they counteract. So they're always fighting to stay in your body system. They cause many different illnesses. They cause lack of energy. They cause you to be a little bit crazy sometimes, and the reason why is because parasite eggs hatch on a full moon. So that's why we all go a little bit lunatic, because if you've got a lot of parasites there, they're causing great issue, because parasites then, when they're hatching, you've got a lot of toxins, and that's going to go into your beautiful mind and stomach, and it's going to cause a lot of emotional issues. So that's just one. There's so many aspects. I could talk about parasites now for maybe about 4 or 5 hours, no problem. Anyway, I started drinking the tea and I mixed it with sage, and it's really annoying, is that? It's really annoying. It's really bothering me. I like to just talk with beautiful music, but hammering and concrete and Anyway, I should still carry on. So, yeah, I started drinking it. First thing I want to say to you, if you're watching this and you're thinking I want some, if you are wanting to become pregnant, don't drink it. If you are pregnant, don't drink it. There is apparently factual evidence that it can cause miscarriages. Now, that doesn't mean it's going to be bad for your body. So just be aware of that. If you're pregnant, just don't drink it. Wait till you've had your baby, your little miracle, and then start. Same with my oils and stuff. When you're pregnant, just stay away from everything and just go through the beautiful pregnancy and have your baby, and then go back to your oils and your incense and stuff. I always err in the side of caution, always. So, started drinking it. No problem with sleep. In fact, I noticed that my dreams were getting extremely vivid, and I was seeing a lot more. So there's a connection between the physical and the spiritual. It's amazing. So this is a spiritual tea, no doubt, a spiritual detox tea. I think the other thing that I was finding with the sage, it was giving me a very, very healthy cleanse. So I was feeling very alive, very alert. Now I am mixing my tea. I'm taking 2 of the sacred teas during the day, and then 1 cleansing tea, I would say around about 11, and then about 3, and then about 8, 9 o'clock, something like that. So how do I feel? I actually feel great. I feel alive. I feel alert. I feel I can connect with my crystals a lot more as of late, I've noticed. No pains, no issues, nothing really. It's actually brilliant. I've never felt so good. So I treat this as a medicine. I really do. And the first tea that I made, the sacred tea with the horse tail, the dandelion and the root of burdock with sage, I take that tea and I finish round about 6 o'clock. And then it's brilliant. It works fine for me now. That's just great. What else? I think that's it really. I just think that you ought to give it a go. Go to your local herbalist and ask them about sage. See if you can get some sage, and see if you can get this beautiful mugwort tea and mix it. They say the best way to drink this tea is to boil it for 10 minutes. So you can do it that way. I just pour it like tea. I don't boil it. I just boil the kettle and then just pour it over into like a sieve, and sometimes I just let it stew for 5 or 10 minutes. So whichever way, just try it, so see which works for you. Yeah, the vivid dreams are really interesting. Really interesting. My digestion is amazing. When you eat crap, you normally find that the parasite inside your stomach bloats. So I have had no bloating at all. My stomach's feeling flatter. So you could actually say that it's a very strong indicator of you thinking that maybe you're slimming. This is a slimming tea. Well, it possibly could be in that sense. What else? Yeah, my skin feels great. Eyes have been vastly improved in the past few days. What else have I noticed about myself? My thoughts are really quite powerful. I'm getting great info. So there is definitely a spiritual connection with this tea. Definitely give it a go. I'm going to stop this video. I'm going to think, oh, I had so much more to say. So anyway, I am going to do one bag, normal delivery. So that takes a bit longer, or 3 bags. And that will be by DHL, and you're getting free DHL. So these will come to you between 1 and 5-6 days, something like that. Maybe 7 days, something like that maximum. But DHL, and it's free. So I think that's cool. Do you want to have a look at it? I guess you do, right? There you go. It smells beautiful. And it tastes pretty good. I like the taste. I have no issue with the taste at all. And actually, I don't see it as taste. If you're allergic, okay, don't take it. Or if you do take it and you're allergic, just try a little bit. So my suggestion, like anything, is slowly introduce it into your life. So if you just have 1 sip, no more, and then the next for 1 week, and then the next week 2 sips and 3 sips, you'll find that the allergic will disappear, and you'll find your body is you can give that a try. But yeah, just be aware that because of the strength of it, sometimes people react. So it's to do with predominantly I don't want to go into detail, but it's predominantly to do with the flower and the pollen and what's inside of it. But listen, just give it a go, just give it a try. If you are super sensitive and you've got lots of issues, then maybe don't do it and find a replacement in a natural way. I'm not asking everybody to go and do it, but this is great. If you can clear the parasites, or as many as you can, then you're managing your body and you'll feel a lot better. It's true, you'll feel a lot better. If you feel a lot better, you'll be able to do a lot more with your life. Your energy level's high, you're more positive, life becomes more sweet, more things that you see that you never saw before because you were ill and sick and you didn't feel well, you're exhausted. And definitely, I think that if you can kill the parasites, then your craving for junk is going to be a lot less. So ultimately, you're going to live longer, you're going to feel better, and the chances are you're going to create amazing stuff in your life. I think that's it, really. Link below. Oh, I'm excited. I want to know how you feel. The Sacred Tea, we've got some amazing feedback. Amazing feedback, guys. It's incredible. So thank you. They know. All right. Have a great day. Link below, and enjoy this brand new tea, which is called Parasite Cleanse. Take care, guys.